Hey guys, this is Bharadwaj with Fonearena.com, and this is the Swipe Sense smartphone with a fingerprint sensor and off-screen gestures. So these are the two main things that the manufacturer wants you to know about this phone, which is a phablet, has a 5.5-inch screen and costs just 9,999 rupees. And of course, the fingerprint sensor seems to be the new trend among these budget smartphones. We already saw the Zolo Q2100 with the fingerprint sensor. It costs 13,499, and the Sense 2 follows the trend and offers the fingerprint sensor biometric protection at a very cheap price. So this seems like a new thing going on, and we are intrigued to take a look at this phone in terms of hardware and software and give you a quick first look at it. So let's go ahead into the unboxing of the Swipe Sense smartphone. So let's straight away take a look at the box and take a look at the specifications too first. So here are some highlights. 1.3 GHz quad-core processor, that's the processor inside, which is the MediaTek MT6582 model. And there is Android KitKat 4.4.2. 5.5-inch IPS display with a resolution of QHD, which is 960 by 540. There is an 8-megapixel rear-facing camera, a 3.2-megapixel front-facing camera, 2250 mAh battery. The RAM is 1 GB, 8 GB of ROM, dual SIM of course, and all the usual things apart from the fingerprint identification. So this is manufactured by Swipe in the People's Republic of China. So like any other phone, even the iPhone is manufactured there, so that makes no difference. Anyway, the phone inside right there on the top, it's a big phone. It's 5.5-inch screen, so obviously it's that big, and the design seems to be very similar to the Xiaomi Mi 3 perhaps, because it has the curved edges, it has the flat top and bottom. It's not exactly the same as the Xiaomi Mi 3, but it is very similar. So that's the phone. Let's take a look at the phone in detail later, but let's go through the box contents really quickly. Now taking a look at the box, you can see there is the battery, the 2250 mAh one. Let's keep this close. There are actually two batteries, so there is a spare battery if you want to just change it when the battery runs out. Here is the micro USB cable, not really packaged, but I don't think the box was not already open. It is open. So this is the travel charger, USB plug. You have the screen guard here, that's a screen guard, and you also have the earphones, which seem pretty nice but not in ear. And then you have the bunch of booklets for warranty and customer care and so on. So that's about it for the box contents. Let's take one battery and now take a look at the Swipe Sense's hardware. So a quick hardware walkthrough. 5.5-inch QHD screen. You have the capacitive touch buttons here, which also seem to have very similar motifs as the Xiaomi devices. A square in the middle and so on. There is the 3.2 megapixel front-facing camera, bunch of sensors, and the earpiece. Over at the top, you have the 3.5mm audio jack and also the micro USB port. There is a clear texture here over at the top. It is rough and actually feels nice. On the right side, you have the power button. On the left side, you have the volume rocker, and down at the bottom, you have nothing except the primary microphone. That's about it. Opening the back, you can see that it is a dual SIM phone. You have two SIM slots and a micro SD card slot. The two SIM card slots are obviously for micro SIM, or rather seems like one full SIM and one micro SIM. Of course, that's the deal these days. So the full SIM goes down and the micro SIM goes up, and of course this is the micro SD card slot. So let's pop the battery in and power on the phone. The Swipe usually has a very normal UI, stock Android UI. And before I forget, of course, this is the fingerprint sensor, the biometric recognition that's being touted on the phone. There is the single LED flash and the 8-megapixel camera there. So let's turn the phone on. So there you go, that's the UI of the Swipe Android phone. It's basically stock Android with very high brightness for the display. So let me reduce the brightness so that you can see the phone better. So there you go, that's the phone. You can take a look at the camera app here, which is pretty much the same as every other MediaTek phone, and this is the UI that's been solidly consistent across the MediaTek Android 4.4 KitKat phones. So there you go, that's the phone. Let's quickly check the settings and take a look at the Android version, which is 4.4.2. That's Android 4.4.2 as the version. And then you'll have the storage pegged at 8 gigabytes. 8 gigabytes of storage, and in two partitions you get 5.26 gigabytes. Available is 5.26 gigabytes, interestingly. You also have SD card support, and then you have the gesture sensing that you can turn on. This is very similar to the Zolo phones. Some of the Zolo phones and the Lava phones have had it. And yeah, that's about it. There is no options for the, or rather here, that's where the fingerprint scanner is. So let's quickly see how it works. So the menu is exactly the same as the Samsung phones. So you can see how it recognizes my finger. I'm just swiping in the center. It's not accurate. It's not accurate at all. Well, obviously, what can we expect? So this is pretty much the exact same UI that Samsung phones have. Even the Note thing illustration has not changed, but of course the actual place that we need to touch is at the back. I can possibly make it right for 3-4 times max, I guess. You have to touch it very slowly, and it slowly recognizes your finger. And yeah, that should be the last. Come on, let's do this. Well, yeah, that's the actual thing that I set up. So I'm gonna just set the passcode, and okay. So I'm gonna choose fingerprint lock and try to unlock the phone. It has the same animation as the Samsung phones, and that's how it unlocks. So that was a quick look at the Swipe Sense fingerprint sensor smartphone. It does not work so well, but at least you get the protection that you need out of a 10,000 rupee phablet. The display looks pretty good. Overall, the phone specs seem pretty good too. 1.3 GHz MediaTek processor, and overall the UI is also very stock. So that's about it for the unboxing and a quick look at this phone. Do hit the like button if you like this video, and do hit the subscribe button if you want more videos like these. And thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comment section below.